Hi, Dr. Kirksito here from Tubon Veterinary Center in Colleyville, Texas. We're going to talk about kitten vaccine protocols today. This is Boogie. Boogie is a 10-week-old kitten, and he's coming in for his vaccines protocol, and he's a little bit late to start. We typically like to start these kiddos at 6 to 8 weeks of age, and then we do vaccines every 3 to 4 weeks for a period of time that we get them to about 16 weeks of age. These vaccines are given every 3 to 4 weeks because what we're looking for is that window of immunity when mom's gives up and theirs takes over. And they need to have multiple exposures to most of these vaccines during that period of time to get a peak anamnestic response or immunity response. So Boogie is here getting his feline leukemia blood test with FIV. So we've already drawn the blood. We're running that test. He's had a full physical examination and he's been assessed as being healthy today. So we're going to give vaccines. The vaccines are going to be the feline distemper vaccine and the feline leukemia vaccine. The feline leukemia vaccine is one that I recommend for the first vaccine protocol for kittens. And then if they're going to be indoor outdoors past that first year or have exposure to indoor outdoor cats, we like to continue that vaccination. But certainly speaking to your veterinarian and seeing what the recommended protocol is what I recommend you doing. Here, we like to make sure that we give them the first dose of the feline leukemia so that they don't have exposure risk as much and they have a little baseline immunity to it. And we test them to make sure they don't have that disease prior to it. So Boogie's going to get his vaccines. He's going to get one in the shoulder on the right side and one in the shoulder on the left side. What we like to typically do is just go sub-Q on these kiddos. We try to distract them or make them busy. It's a really small little needle. And he's gotten the one shot there. Typically, the only after effects of these vaccines are they're a little sleepy the day of or the day after. And he says, I don't like that. That hurts. And we just make sure that we don't have any swelling, vomiting, diarrhea after the fact. So we want to watch and make sure we don't have anything other like that. And we're done. Like to give him a little treat afterwards. Make sure he gets positive reinforcement on today's visit. Always remember to bring in your same-day fresh stool sample. That way we don't have to go in and get stool. Parasite evaluation is best done with a fresh fecal sample. So we want to make sure that we get them by your efforts versus us having to go in. These guys are small. We want the visits here to be positive. We want them to be as least invasive as possible. So if you can bring me a piece of same-day fresh poop, it can have litter on it, that's fine. Just throw it in a Ziploc bag. Bring that with you, same day fresh. And if we don't use it, we'll always just throw it away. So it doesn't hurt to bring those samples in. To try to make kittens have a better experience when they're traveling, you try to make them as comfortable with the carrier as possible. Not all cats like to travel. A lot of them will get anxious. A lot of them will vocalize quite a bit. Some of them will eliminate urine or bowels. And that gets to be a little bit of a discouraging thing for owners to want to bring them in. It's really important that you bring your kittens and your cats in so that we can take a look. They're very good at hiding disease. So we want to make sure we see them on a regular basis. So getting them used to travel can certainly be something that we do by exposing them to the kennel, the carrier, and the car at an early age. And some of them do quite well with that. If not, if they're progressed the past to the point where they get anxious, we can always give a little bit of a pre-travel sedative to try to take the edge off. So those are things that we can do to help you out, to make it a little less stressful for the cat and for you. Talk to your veterinarian, of course, if you have any questions about sedatives or a vaccine protocol. So the vaccine protocol is going to be every 3 to 4 weeks. We're going to do it starting at about 6 to 8 weeks of age, and we're going to finish up with the protocol probably around 16 weeks of age. And then we talk about spaying and neutering, typically around 6 months of age. So those are the things we look to do. We also like to make sure that we're taking care of any intestinal parasites and prevention. So again, talk to your veterinarian. If you have a new kitten, come in and see us. Thanks very much.